Okay. We are back. This one. Whoosh. There we go. Welcome in. Today's a fun one. Made a little bit more stressful by the AC Milan social media team being very slow to put out their lineup. I found the lineup from a different source, and then when the lineup eventually came out, it was different to the other source. So that's fun. We've had to do that. Let me just pop out the chat and sort out my settings and stuff. I will tell you in a second here, because I know people are going to be asking about this all the time. So for today's game, it is being shown in the UK on Channel 5 and at DAZN, which you can go to there. I will not obviously be showing it on screen because that's illegal, but you can obviously watch it alongside with us, and we can, react to things. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. That is the game. If I can, bro, I'm so out of sorts. Milan have ruined me. They've been really, really annoying. So I've been rushing around trying to get stuff done. But we have, boom. I think this is working. It's not working. Course. Boom. There we go. That's our game for today. Oh dear. But yes, we have that game today. And I need to put all the other stuff on as well, which is great. I will try and not forget the timer today. We'll go through the bingo card and the lineups and stuff in a moment here as well. Is it also being shown on CBS? Okay. Again, I'm not too sure on where it's being shown in different countries, so if you're not in the UK, then I wouldn't know, honestly. Oh, you just woke up as well. Yeah, I suppose it's quite early over there for you, isn't it? Are you supposed to still not be monochrome anymore? Yes, I am. Because, and I know that for videos and stuff, I have it there. For the streams, I have certain things which I want to show on screen that don't make sense if they're not in color. So that'll happen at sometimes. The first thing I want to say, and I am obligated to do this, if I can remember where I've put it. I think it's on a different screen. So we will move into, real quick, the, if this is going to work, hopefully, the pre-match. So we've got the bingo card. Most of this is the same as it was for the Leverkusen match, but pretty much all of it is kind of the same. There's a few new things. We'll do, forgot timer as always. I put in Caicedo as player of the match. He is starting today, so that's good. We'll talk about that in a second. Clean sheet, Enzo goal/assist. Estival out again, he's on the bench, so hopefully he comes off. Hato, he's on the bench, hopefully he comes off. Caicedo, enemy number 1. This is for that specific instance that happens pretty much every single match, where Caicedo clearly wins the ball and the referees just decide that he hasn't for some reason. We have Sanchez, 1 to save. We have me changing my mind on a decision. We have an unlikely goal scorer as normal. Yawns mid-sentence as normal. Perfect Palmer. This is just for if Palmer gets a goal involvement today. I have a really good feeling that he's going to play really well. And we're going to kind of need that considering the AC Milan lineup, which again I'll touch on in a little bit here. Basketball in full flow. Mono swears are the referees. Why is it in black and white? I might tick that off already. We have a Worldy. We have Reggie, because Reggie Walsh is on the bench, fun fact, so hopefully he gets some minutes. That would be good to see. We've seen some of the youth players come off the bench in the Leverkusen side, like Genesis Antwi and Samuel Raksaki, so hopefully Reggie can get some minutes. That would be good. Correct prediction. Now, I've gone for 3-0. I think this is quite bold, and to be fair, I know Milan are a very defensively solid team, so this might be a bit overstepping, and to be fair, it could be much lower than this. My theory is that they're just going to sit back and kind of, play very pragmatically, and that might be their undoing, considering the players that we've got on the pitch. We've put out a very, very strong lineup, again, which I will talk about in a bit. Gittins Galazzo, I have a feeling that he's going to get a goal today. Mono on vacation for camera issues, as normal. We have Joao Pedro goal. We have a weird substitution. Delap bench goal. This is for if Delap comes off the bench and wins and gets a goal like Pedro did in the previous one. And then we've got one for a win. You guys are saying stuff. Yeah, Modric, that's an interesting thing. So the original lineup that I saw, Modric was playing, and then he's been taken out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek um in the starting 11, and let's kind of talk about that. Um, let's do the starting 11 real quick. Let's bring this to the forefront. So firstly, let's talk about Milan's team, because their team is very interesting. Ruben, of course, is on the cover. So obviously they have a weird setup here, and it looks odd for the way that they've kind of put out this lineup. But it's supposed to be, I believe, a three. It's a 3-5-1-1, I believe, is how this is supposed to be set out. So they have obviously Mangyang in goal. They have Tereciano as the I think he's supposed to be on the left-hand side of the three centre-backs. Tomori's in the middle, and then Kubis, who's one of their youngsters, is on the right. It could be the other way around. I'm not sure. Sailormakers, obviously, on the right-hand side of the five. We have Yunus Musa, the American, in the middle, with Ricci and Yusuf Fofana in the middle. Again, I thought Modric would probably play. He's not. We have Bartisagi, who's out on the left-hand side. And then Ruben Loftus-Cheek is playing in a kind of 10 centre-forward position, it seems, with Leao up top. Which, again, is a bit odd, seeing Leao not playing on the left-hand side as a winger. But they seem to be playing a very, very pragmatic team. Is Pulisic no longer at Milan? No, I'm not sure if he's there or not. Honestly, he's not on the bench, so I'd assume not. I'm assuming he's moved. I don't know where he's gone, if he has. I don't really pay attention to that. I'm a person that's really kind of silly with this. I don't really follow players once they leave Chelsea. Like unless they're like, constantly in the news, I don't really follow players. But Ruben's one. It's good to see Ruben and Tomori coming back to the bridge. Obviously, this is a home game. He is still at Milan. Oh, okay. Maybe he's, I don't know, injured or ill or something. It's odd for him to not be on the bench at all. We have Noah Okafor on the bench. That's the kind of the interesting one there, I would say. Obviously, Modric is there. Who else have they got on there? They got Dutu. Dutu is who I kind of thought was going to be playing in the back line. He's not playing. And then you've got Chikwueze as well. I think that's one of the interesting kind of absentees as well. Bringing the Chelsea team, this is really strong. And for me, this is an indication of what Enzo Maresca kind of wants to start with come Crystal Palace, because this looks like a starting 11 for the Premier League. We have Sanchez in goal. He's obviously our number one. James is the captain at right back. And this is the back line in general is very similar to what I put out for the Bayer Leverkusen side and what I expected to see, where Chalobah's obviously playing on the right. Tosin's playing on the left, but he will be moving central when we go into the three. Cucurella on the left-hand side. We have Caicedo, Enzo, and Palmer as the three midfielders. Neto on the right, Gittins on the left, and Joao Pedro up top. Again, very, very, very strong 11 from us. And that might explain why they've gone very pragmatic here. Not too sure. On the bench, so let's just kind of see if there's anyone interesting on here. Obviously, Esteval's on the bench. Andre and Asugo. Antui's on the bench. Raksaki's on the bench again. Reggie Walsh again, as I mentioned. Really, really interesting one. I really hope he comes off the bench. If anyone does come off the bench, I assume it will be Hato. Sugo will probably come off. I do think that Walsh is probably included because they want to give him minutes, so I'd say him. Esteval will probably come off. Delap will come off. That's like 5 there. So that's kind of what I expect. We'll talk about the actual formation here. I'll bring the players in. Oh, don't spin, Sanchez. So I think this is going to be pretty standard for what we've been seeing, in all honesty. So let's just drag everyone in and then we can sort it out later. No, on the right, Gittins on the left. So I'm assuming this is going to be very, very kind of easy to digest in the fact that obviously we normally see Cucurella going up and doing the inverting thing. With Tosin in the lineup, I don't think that's happening. I'm pretty sure we're just going to line up in a very simple 3 at the back today, rather than it be, too overly complicated. We get James and Caicedo as the 2 midfielders, Enzo and Palmer as the kind of 2 10s here. I mean, but though we could see from what we kind of saw in the Club World Cup, we could see James going a bit higher, maybe a little bit higher. If we kind of do this, we could see this with Caicedo being the lone kind of DM here, Enzo being higher, with James being on this kind of right-hand side. Do I think this is going to happen? Probably not. I feel like James is going to be a bit more reserved, but again, especially considering they're playing like that really wide 5 across the middle, so maybe he tries to stay a bit back to kind of deal with the left wing back instead. But apart from that, we could obviously see Neto play anywhere, but he's probably going to play on the right, isn't he? Let's be honest. I would imagine that Gittins starts off the left-hand side. He was really, really good there. You love the home kit. Well, that's a very good segue. Very, very good segue, because I need to actually do this. Right now, it's not here. Where have I put it? I think I put it on the watch-along thing. So I will... hang on. Maybe... Wait, maybe I can just swap to the watch-along bit for a second here. There we go. Cool. So, whilst we're here, I need to mention that today, I kind of promoted it a few days ago, but today is the sale that is on from my sponsor, Go Shop. So if you want to get shirts really, really cheap, today is the day to do it. It's August 10th to the 11th. I literally bought myself an Esteval shirt today. So, in the sale. So if you do that, links are down in the description for that, obviously. If you use the code MONO, all in caps, at checkout, you get 15% off as well. So, boom. Thank you for the segue there, Nat. I managed to get that in. Okay. But yeah, this seems to me, as some of you have just kind of mentioned there, this seems to me like it's a really strong, like, come Crystal Palace next week, we will see this exact lineup. I'm a little bit disappointed in that, in a way, because I'd love to see Esteval playing on the right-hand side, considering how good he played last time out. I think Neto, out of everyone on the pitch right now, Neto has the biggest point to prove to try and kind of, you know, say, hey, I'm still here, I've been doing really well in the Club World Cup, you don't forget about me just because you got this new boy in, type of thing. So hopefully he kind of steps up. Obviously, we've got Enzo coming in for the first time. He didn't play in the last friendly at all, so he'll be fresh, hopefully. And he's gonna be really important to get through that like really solid back 5 that they'll play at times. And for the most part, I think this is kind of what we'll see next season, genuinely. You're still going to stream watch-alongs for the Premier League? Absolutely, yeah. For the games that are available on Sky Sports, I'm going to be doing that. I'll probably also be doing the Champions League games as well, depending on kind of times and stuff. I'm just trying to, I really want to just do, like, I really wish, right, and this is a complete, like, conversation for another day, but, like, I really wish that the Premier League just said, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to make, like, a Netflix type thing where you could just pay one subscription and get every Premier League game all in one place. And, like, you don't even need to sell it by, like, oh, you can get all Premier League games. You could literally just sell it as, like, you choose one team and you get all of their games. Because, like, most people that are going to be watching the Premier League anyway are only following their own team, right? So, like, I find it so annoying because it's just like, why can't I just pay, like, a normal subscription? Like, and give me a Barclays Premier League. It's not Barclays anymore, but you know what I mean. Give me an English Premier League kind of, like, Netflix. That's what I want. That would be so good. Obviously, they won't be able to make as much money from that, and that's why they don't do it. But, yeah. That's what I would do. I think that would be very nice. Accessibility is great in media. I'd love to have more accessibility. We have got 7 minutes until kickoff. I'm gonna check if DAZN is actually showing the game yet. I don't think it's on. They started it really late before, so they might do that again. Hopefully we don't have any streaming issues as well for that. Thanks, DAZN. That was great for me missing the first 20 minutes. It is on right now. Okay. So they are there. So it is live. Yeah, like how Paramount has Serie A. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, because I think the thing you've got to kind of, and obviously this. Oh god, I'm gonna be really annoying. I did business. I have qualifications in business. So for me, obviously one of the things you want to talk about when it comes to services and goods and stuff is obviously supply and demand, and I think that the demand for an accessible Premier League service is so high that even if they charge, like, let's say a realistic price that they would probably charge, it'd probably be like $9.99 or maybe like $12.99 for like per month for a Premier League subscription. More people are going to buy that than they would buy a Sky Sports package, right? because it's easier. So they're just going to get more money doing that. Watching on DAZN must be geo restricted. Yeah, I think the same thing. We had this discussion last stream. I think that some people that were in the EU were like struggling to get the game. I'm not sure if where else it's being shown other than Channel 5. I think somewhat. I think Nat said earlier that it's on CBS. Yeah, CBS. If you're in there, I'm not encouraging people to do certain things, but there is a thing called a VPN, which is very interesting. So perhaps check out what a VPN is at some point if you are struggling to find the game. But yeah. I said I think that they would just get so much more money that way. And like I know there's the concern that people like a lot of people have the point of like, oh, but if they make every game available, then people aren't going to come and watch the games in the stadiums. And I'm like, no, that's not no, because the people that go to games and the people that go to like every single game at stadiums, they're still going to do that because you don't pay for the ticket price that you pay to go to the stadium and watch the games at your home club or go away or what have you. You don't go there to watch the football because again, most of the games you can just watch later on demand or whatever. They're not paying that ticket to watch the football. They're paying the ticket for the experience of being in the stadium. Like, I'm not going to pay the extortionate amount that it costs to get a ticket to a football stadium nowadays if I don't want the rest of it kind of all added in. It's the atmosphere, it's the idea, it's the event of going to a football game. It's not the actual match that you're watching. That being said, the Liquidator is now being played and the players are walking out. It's on Universo here in the US for free, but you have to listen to it in Spanish. That wouldn't be too much of an issue for me. Not fluent, but do speak a bit of Spanish. I have to. I've got Mexican family. Yeah, more of the spectacle. Well, it's the thing. It's the occasion. You're not paying for like, oh, just to watch the game, because again, you could just pay to watch it on demand or watch it on TV at some point. It's not the game that you're watching. It's the event of going to the stadium and being involved with the crowd and like obviously watching the game at the same time. But I feel like that's the reason people go to games. It's not to watch the football. It's to be a part of a community in a way. And I think the people that want to do that and people that currently do that will still do that. Like, I don't think getting a pay, like, making things more accessible for people that aren't going to the games is not going to hinder the people that do go to games, right? There's not very much crossover between the two. Love to watch it in Spanish. My high school where I went in the US was like 60% Hispanic, yeah. I'm assuming you're somewhere in the Southwest then? Or like, you went somewhere in the Southwest. Said I have family and my partner is Hispanic as well. Hispanic American, so. I'm just trying to see, is there any changes to the starting 11 as they could walk out here? Doesn't seem so. Our bench is so massive they've had to put it onto 2 pages. Yeah, no interesting things. I said the player that I would look out for here for Milan is Andre Kubis, who is one of their centre backs. Apparently, he's a really, really good prospect. He's one. So hopefully we kind of see how well he can play. Considering we're looking at centre backs and stuff, we might need to snap him up. We know how much we want to get all those young players in. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys seen. But there's been some interesting transfer rumours that we might be doing a little bit of a kind of, not a swap deal, but like a 2-part deal with Nkunku going back to RB Leipzig so we can get Simons. I think that's a pretty good deal, considering he is his replacement. I think that's pretty good. I have conspiracy theories that the reason we didn't sign Mike Manuel is because Penders will replace Sanchez next season. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think it's fair to say that Penders has been earmarked as he is going to be the next Thibaut Courtois. We're not going to fumble him. There's certain players that we've kind of done that too. Obviously, we're doing it with Joshua Chempong reason as well. We're doing it with Joshua Chempong recently, where obviously he's been like, he's got a lot of suitors. People have been saying, "Oh, we want him," and we've said absolutely not. Excuse me. We said like absolutely not. He's not going anywhere. I think there's a few of those players. Mike is one of them, where it's like these are guaranteed players for the starting 11 at some point in the near future. And I don't think he'd immediately take Sanchez's place or anything. I think he would play number 2 next season. And then the season after, I'd hope that he would be in the starting 11. Sanchez would be our backup, and Jurgensen was probably playing in Spain again. Nkunku's replacement, Nkunku's replacement's replacement is Nkunku. Yeah, absolutely. Who's this referee? I can't see who the referee is. They're not. Excuse me. Yeah, 17th, I believe, on Sunday is our next game, which is Palace, and it's at the same stadium. Hot take, Achimpong is ready to start. Maybe not every game, but a lot of them. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, I think I said, when I've spoken about our common products in recent times, I've always said that Achimpong is well mature beyond his years. I'm about to forget to do the timer, so I'm not going to do that. I just remembered at the last second. So I'll try. Boom. Chelsea have got us underway. We are kicking right to left today. There we go. Right. Cool. We're getting in. Straight forward, we're going to oh my god, we're already playing the ball in behind with Palmer. God, we're playing so quickly already. I can't even get 2 club captains. Oh, you are right. Yeah, I have forgotten to take it off of Caicedo from the last game. Thank you for spotting that. Okay, their formation is really weird because they're like, excuse me, they're like rotating their wing backs with their midfielders. I just saw Musa out on the right hand side. Really good bit of interplay between him and Loftus-Cheek. Here is Leao. Oh no, it's Fofana rather. He was really high up. We've done well to stop that with Tosin. It's with Palmer now. Plays the ball in behind for Joao Pedro, who's going to run onto this, but the goalkeeper, Mike Maignan, will come out and clear. And he has smashed it off the pitch. I think Chempong is way better of a talent than George. I don't think he's more of a talent. I just think that he's developed much quicker. I think he's much more mature than his age suggests, and I don't think George kind of has that yet. Here's Tosin. Chalobah. Really interesting at the moment. We are playing Chalobah on the left again, rather than Tosin, which is kind of interesting, but Tosin is playing as the central centre-back still, so it's actually shifted the team around. So Cuckoo is playing as the inverted player, and James is a right centre-back at the moment. Might change depending on which side of the pitch we're on, though. Oh, nearly a loose pass from the number 4, Richie. It's back with Manuel. We don't seem to be pressing as well as we were in the Bayer Leverkusen side. I think I can't remember who that is on the left-hand side. Has just done really, really well to get it past James, but goes out for a throw. It's Fofana. Tomori. Here's Leao. He gets dispossessed. Here's Joao Pedro gets dispossessed by Tomori. Great tackle from him, but they've given a foul. I don't think that was a foul at all. Where can you watch? You can watch on DAZN, which is here. That's for viewers in the UK. I'm not sure if where else you can watch it in the world, but in the UK, that's where it's been shown. I don't think he really does much wrong there, Tomori, honestly. But Blues have got a free kick. We're going to be starting again from the back. Here's Tosin. James to Enzo. First time ball up to Neto. Here's Caicedo. Switches it to the left side with Cucurella. So yeah, it's very much the diamond. We're not doing a box. We're doing a diamond. His Gittins on the left hand side takes his man on and beats him, and it's Musa on the left hand side, which is kind of interesting. I'm not really sure. Like again, I think they're playing that 3-5-1-1, but I'm not sure where Musa is playing because he seems to be out on the right hand side of the 5. Mad Gittins really fast to get past his man. We've got a free kick on the outside of the box here. On the left side, James and Neto are standing over it. He's so good one-on-one. His close control is like genuinely second to none. It feels like he's got the ball on a string at times. Joao Pedro is nursing an injury in the back at the moment. I think possibly from that challenge from Tomori earlier. It looks like it's going to be James to play the ball in. Signal goes up, signal goes down. Into the front post. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gone past absolutely everyone. I think it might have come off one of their players actually, but it's one of those ones which has kind of gone through the crowd and the keeper can't react to it. They're celebrating it like James has scored, but I don't think he actually is going to claim it. 1-0 Chelsea already. If I can get my scoreline changed, that'd be good. Boom. Does anyone get a touch on this? Yeah, oh yeah, it's the number 19. Oh no, it's the number 39. It's the guy I was hyping up at the start of the stream, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. It's Kubis. The Kubis that I was saying, oh, he's a really good prospect. I was jokingly saying we should be looking at him, and he's immediately given away an own goal in the first 5 minutes of the game. Unfortunate for him, but Milan will go again. High press from Chelsea now, making them uncomfortable. They have to go long. They've done well, to be fair, but Tosin has won it in the middle. Here's Tomori. Fofana. Here's Rafael Leao, who has drifted out to the left-hand side. 1-1 versus Tosin, and Tosin has done his defensive work really well. Gets it to the edge of the box, but no one is there. Here's Gittins. Chance to break for Chelsea. Great pass from Gittins out to the right-hand side for Neto, but it just kind of holds up on the grass and doesn't get to him. Here's Richie. Switch ball from Fofana out to the right-hand side where Musa is playing. Yeah, I think he's playing as the right wing back, kind of right mid, Musa. He cannot get the control on the ball, though. Chelsea through. Here's Caicedo. Ooh, loose pass from him, but Enzo's done really well to kind of rescue it. Here's James surging up the pitch. Pedro Neto. He's got support from James. He's doing the overlap here. The ball goes into the box for Joao Pedro. It's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. It's absolute wonderful football from Chelsea, and we're already 2-0 up. I think I said I thought my score prediction would be generous. I think it's actually more than generous. So two goals up in the first 7 minutes of the game. That is a beautiful pass from. It's Neto who puts that in, yeah. Pedro to Pedro. I've forgotten already. My short-term memory is terrible. We've got a striker that can score headers. It's a miracle. You know what? Credit to Enzo because he keeps this move going. Yep. You know what? Credit to James as well because his run completely gives the space to Neto to play it on his left peg into the near post, centre of the box, and so fantastic header. You guys know me, I'm a person that loves headed goals. I love headed goals, and that's absolutely textbook. That is genuinely, that is football 101. Put the ball in the box, strike a header into the net. 2-0 Chelsea. This could be a cricket score, genuinely, if they're going to be playing like this. Joao Pedro with a 5 in 5 now for us. And they've given it away immediately again. We've got it back with Tosin here. Here's James. Caicedo. Through the lines to Cucurella, who's on the left-hand side. Plays it out to Jamie Gittins. 1-on-1 versus Musa. God, he's so fast. Gets past him. Oh, he's done well to recover the number 80, but it will go out for a corner, I think. Maybe not. I think they might have given a goal kick, actually. Camera's obviously focusing on Liam Delap now, which is... I feel kind of bad for Delap because Joao Pedro has come in and just been so good. He's just not really going to get much of a look in. It was a corner. It's been taken to the edge of the box. It's Cucurella takes a strike. Goes wide from a deflection. Another corner. Oh, good whip from Cuckoo. Don't think it was ever going to trouble Manyang though. Bridge sounds good today. Absolutely. Yeah, I think the atmosphere for Palace should hopefully be much better. But now that we've got this winning run, I think a lot of the fan base are actually on Enzo Maresca's side now and understands what he's doing. Ball in from Pedro Neto. To the back post. Manyang has flapped at it, but the referee has called a foul on the goalkeeper. Was he impeded? A little bit of attention from Joao Pedro there, I would say. Kicked back off again. Here's the number 39. Fofana back to Manyang. High press from Chelsea again. There's that long ball from Manyang. And it goes all the way over the top for Tosin Adarabioyo, who will easily shepherd it back to Sanchez. Very calm from Sanchez to get it to Reece James. Here he is again, though. The Spaniard. Long ball from Sanchez down the right channel. Joao Pedro battles for it, but does lose out, and it's going to fall to the goalkeeper again. Leao. Switch of play over to the number 39 again. The first goal scorer for Chelsea. James has done absolutely excellent against Sailormakers, who's on the left-hand side. He has stood on his shoe, though, so he's going to have to tie his boots again. Yeah, getting past Reece James ain't an easy task. I think a lot of people get shocked by that. Oh, he played it off him perfectly as well for a goal kick. Excellent work from James. I think the thing is with the atmosphere and stuff, it's much easier for the crowds to be good when the ticket prices are lower. Obviously, when the fans kind of get priced out from the game, great ball from Sanchez through. Oh, it's absolutely great football to get it out to Jamie Gittins as well. He's got two players with him, and Musa's done really well to tackle him actually. But yeah, when the fans get priced out, and it's like only the people that can afford to pay the ticket prices to get in the stadium, I don't think the atmosphere is as good. High press from Milan here, trying to put us off. Is Sanchez. Lovely ball from him up to Pedro Neto. Great touch from him to get it past his man. He's going to be running down the right-hand side. He's still got company, though. Takes his man one way and then the other. Enzo with the overlap. It's Neto in the box, and it's a tame shot into the hands of Manyang. He's frustrated with himself, the Portuguese. Rightly so. It was a very tame effort. Haven't said Cole Palmer's name a lot in this game so far, but he was involved there. Little 1-2 with Neto. Ball goes down the left channel and Cuckoo will sweep this up. Back to Sanchez. Through the middle for Caicedo. He touches and turns. Here's Enzo. Looks for the switch out to Jamie Gittins. And Gittins will get on the end of this. Subis, who's with him. Good little reverse ball for Palmer. It doesn't quite get to him, but it's fallen to Cuckoo. Gittins again. Switch all the way over to the other side. Here's James. Neto to Enzo. Tosin out to Trevor Chalobah, who's on this left-hand side. In the middle for Palmer. He is playing central Palmer, so he's not going to get as involved, but when he does get involved, he should be closer to the goal, which will be nice. Here's Caicedo. And Chalobah again. Oh, bit of a heavy touch there, and he does win the ball, though. Gittins to Cucurella. Cucurella back to Gittins. He's been dispossessed. A little bit out of sync, those two today. Here's back to Manuel. As high press from Chelsea. They've got them stuck in the corner. Here's Musa. Does really well to get out of the pressure, to be fair to him. But he's given the ball away here. Here's Palmer. Tries to play it through the legs of Tomori. That's not happening. James with a heavy touch. Will fall to Sailormakers. They're still trying to... They're committed to playing it out from the back despite the pressure. It's commendable. Here's Musa again on the right-hand side. Loftus-Cheek. Haven't said his name yet. Surging up the pitch like we know he can do. Tries to play it through for Rafael Leao. Does get it through to Rafael Leao and it's blocked by Tosin. Oh god, here we go. I'm watching on DAZN in the UK. Here's Richie. Rafael Leao. Out to the right-hand side. Here's Musa. One-on-one versus Cucurella. Lofts it off to Loftus-Cheek instead. Great ball in from him, but it's to the back post. Sanchez will clear. Good hold-up play from Neto. Or from Joao Pedro, rather. And the subsequent pass from Enzo is a bit heavy, so Palmer can't get on the end of it. We did have a chance to break there. Sweeping up from the goalkeeper. Here's Leao. All the way through. Great 1-2 with Sailormakers. Good shot. Great save from Sanchez. And it's a headed rebound from Leao that goes over the top. Good work from Sanchez. We know how good a shot stopping is. That's another example of it. It's a little bit lazy from Caicedo there, honestly. He should be tracking his man a bit better, and he really didn't. Sailormakers getting into the box way too easily, but great save from Sanchez. He's gone long. Here's Joao Pedro through on goal. He's been dragged down by the man. That should be a red card. This should be a red card. It's a goal-scoring opportunity. The referee is thinking about it, but I don't think he's going to give it in a friendly. He absolutely should. Oh, he has. He's given a red. Down to 10 men. I'm not sure who's actually made the challenge here. Is it? Oh, it's not the same bloke, is it? Oh, it can't be the same bloke. He's had an absolute howler. It's a bit kind of, you know, both of them are grabbing each other, but obviously Joao Pedro's trying to run in. Oh no, he's got double hands on the shirt. Actually, that's egregious. Yeah, it is. It's Kubis again. Same bloke. I jinxed him. I tell you, the mono jinx is completely undefeated. I said, oh, he's a good prospect. He's going to do so well, and gives away an own goal and then gets sent off in the 18th minute of the game. It's undefeated. Anytime I talk on a player, the opposite happens. I need to stop opening my mouth. Poor bloke. Yeah, good kind of ball over the top. I think it was a Sanchez goal kick actually, right? Now that will change things certainly. He's done well for us, absolutely. There's a few suitors for this free kick. It's a bit too far out to strike. It's about 32 yards out, I would say. Or maybe about 29, 30. That's a bit too far out, but it does seem as if James is the one who's going to be trying to take this. He's got company with Enzo, Palmer, and Neto, who also want to try and take this on. Yeah, I think genuinely this could be a good option for Palmer. It's a bit far over to the left-hand side, so he's gonna have to whip it to the other. It's quite central, but it's like further over to the left than the right. So it is Palmer that strikes. Oh, it's very very close. It had Magnan diving at full stretch. I don't think he actually gets a touch though. The keeper. I think it's just off target. Oh, it hits the post. Oh. Almost. There's something special brewing. I tell you, every single time we play, my Premier League predictions are getting a bit different. Like I keep putting us further up the Premier League every single time we play. Good work from Rafael Leal. The referee has not called a foul on the challenge on Tosin. His Sailor Makers. And the ball to the back post is empty because no one's there. He's been the best player by a country mile, Sailor Makers, so far. He's the only one that's trying to Sailor make something happen. That was awful. Awful. We're winning the Carabao. I genuinely think that we're going to have, like... I'll speak about this a little bit more when I do my Prem predictions. I think we're going to focus more on cup competitions this year than we are at the actual league. Our team is so well designed for knockout football. I think we might go quite deep into the Champions League this season. Here's Caicedo. James out to Chalobah on the left-hand side. Here's Gittins. Back to Tosin. Neto is free on the right-hand side if someone can get the ball out to him here. Instead, the ball goes through the middle for Cole Palmer from Caicedo. Great work from Cucurella to get it to him after the rebound, but it's a foul on Palmer from Fofana. After the little nutmeg. Yeah, he was not letting him get past him there, I can tell you. We're winning the quadruple, I read the script. To be fair, the women's team probably will do. We were only one step away last time. Here's James. Ball was rebounded to Palmer. Joao Pedro to Enzo. Back to Joao Pedro, who's fouled again by Richie this time. It's in a similar position this to the last free kick, but it's over to the right side rather than the left, so it should probably be Palmer on it again, I would imagine. This suits him a bit more. He got his sights set last time. Let's see if he can get the shot on target this time. How are the boys looking? Very, very good. They are looking absolutely superb so far. Although it's kind of hard because Milan have kind of self-capitulated at times as well in this, so... Is James and Palmer standing over the free kick. Let's see who takes it. I think it will be Palmer here. Steps up. Oh, it's it's another sighter. It's so close. It hits the stanch at the back. Oh, it's so close. Both of them have had Manyang at full stretch to try and save it. Oh, he might. Does the keeper get a touch there? No, not a touch from him. Palmer's getting his sights set. I tell you, like, when's the last free kick he scored? Was it Brighton? I'm pretty sure he scored free kick at Brighton, and then in the one where he scored 4 goals. I think that's the last time he scored a free kick. Seems to be getting closer though. We know that he's probably not going to be on all of the set pieces this year as well if Esteval's playing, because Esteval's been really good. Oh, great pressure from Joao Pedro to get the ball, but his touch is a little loose. It will be recycled. Milan do look, as the commentator has just said, absolutely rattled. The high press is helping with that. His moves are on the right hand side. Loftus-Cheek, who has dropped from that centre kind of forward position, has moved into the centre of the midfield. He has tried a bit too hard in the middle to get past a few players, and Caicedo has dispossessed him. Plays it out for Jamie Gittins. 1-on-1. Whips it across, and it hits the side netting. My Oracle predictions have left. They come back. It's an ebb and flow. I think someone might have been offside. What's going on? Oh, is it it's a water break. It's a water break. I was confused as what was going on. Hello from Brazil. Hello. Why have I forgotten what? Why have I completely forgotten what hello is in Brazilian Portuguese? I know what thank you is. Obrigado. It's a water break. Yes. It's very hot today. What is it? Currently, where I am, it's slightly cloudy and 25 degrees. Temperature doesn't really matter. It's more so the humidity. What's the humidity saying? Because it's always really, really, really humid over here. Only 42% today, so not that bad. I said I'm kind of. Oi. So the only kind of the only kind of Brazilian Portuguese that I have like experience with is from playing Overwatch and playing Lucio. That's literally it. And the person that actually voice acts for him doesn't actually speak Brazilian Portuguese. So all the nice Brazil viewers today. The Flamingo boys are nowhere to be seen. Which channel do I watch? On DAZN. So that's where I'm watching. Sport for choice and free kicks, absolutely. Cole Palmer's got his Ribena in his hand. I would genuinely, I say that as a joke, but it would not surprise me if Cole Palmer was genuinely drinking Ribena. Like, it would not surprise me. He seems like the type to do that. I've got a mixture of, for me, I've got a mixture of coffee and vanilla Coke. Not together in the same cup. I've got 2 drinks. So it's an autism thing. Have to have a hot drink and a cold drink at the same time. Capri Sun Farmer. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What would I was just trying to think of like drinks that kind of go with certain players, and like I can't think of anything other than Ribena that goes with Cole Palmer. Like he just seems like a Ribena person. I don't know why. Cucurella drinking an Estrella or a Stella, eating his paella. I know that always bugs me. And again, this is coming from a person that's like Spanishly inclined. It always really bugs me that chant because like you have to say and pronounce all of those words completely wrong for it to make sense and rhyme. Garnacho drinks Fen. Smash feels weird. Yeah, it's a bit odd. I think it's one of those ones where I think good ball over the top from Rafael to Rafael Leao, but Tosin does really well to deal with it after he fell over. The game is back underway after the water break now. Yeah, it felt a bit odd because of the red card, I will say. Here's Joao Pedro. Palmer on the left hand side switches it all the way over to the right for Pedro Neto. Gets a big cheer from the crowd. Here's Enzo. Ball into the box. It's Palmer. Oh, I think he was he tried to do the Paolo Di Canio there. But I think he was unsighted by Joao Pedro jumping for the ball ahead of him. Let's see. Yeah, I think he's a little bit off-putted. Tyson's doing well against Leao. Yeah. Do you know that Brazil is the only country to have players in every Champions League final since 2001? I did know that, and the only reason I knew that actually is because I saw it on a TikTok literally this morning. I've seen that. I saw that on TikTok like today on one of those like football trivia things. I've said this before. Like I'm a big not in terms of football specifically, but like I'm a very big trivia buff. So a lot of the stuff which I get on my TikTok is like, oh, A to Z of football or whatever. A to Z of different countries. One of these days, I might do this as a members only video. I know I've kind of mentioned to my members, and I will kind of do a bit more of a bigger announcement for the regular viewers too. But I'm going to be stepping up members content a lot with just things which I want to record that aren't particularly like always related to football or what have you, but most of the time will be. Want to react to things like that. One of the things which I'm really tempted to do is one of my so silly, but like one of my like hyperfixations is geography. Like I've got a really weird geography inclined brain. And like I really want to just run the gauntlet of like naming every single country in the earth. I know Sporkle does a quiz on it, so I might do that. Here is the number 24. Tomori. Fofana. Does well against Caicedo. Can't get past Reece James, though. How many times have I said that in this game? He's been superb, James, on the right-hand side. Now at left-back, tracking back, yeah. Is Cucurella in the inside role? Palmer has actually moved out to the... Oh, my goodness. Thank you for the subscription. God, I scared the bejesus out of me. I forgot that I've put those alerts on. I appreciate the subscription. Yeah, Cuckoo has gone into the centre now with Caicedo, and it's more of a 2, and Palmer has gone to the left side rather than him being in the 10, so we've done a slight bit of tactical tweaking on that water break, it looks like. Here's Caicedo. Pedro Neto out in space. It's a absolute beauty of a pass from the Ecuadorian to him. It's Enzo, 1-2 with Pedro Neto, does not get through to him. James will take the throw. It's Fernandez. Trevor Chalobah on the left side. Back to Tosin. Through the middle for Palmer. Great little interplay with him and Enzo, but the ball's gone through to Joao Pedro and he's committed a foul. They've taken it quickly here. Here's Rafael Leao up against 3 players here. He's got to do really well to beat James, though. And again, he's been absolutely superb today. Fantastic from the captain. Here's Palmer. Moises Caicedo. I would like to see us get it out to Gittins more. We're going down the right-hand side a lot. I would prefer us to go down the left. Here is Pedro Neto on the right-hand side, though. Up against Sailormakers, he takes it around the outside. Ball into the back post for Gittins. It's a really, really good header by Musa. Cucurella will keep the ball in, though. Does superb to keep it in fact. Gets it to Palmer. Caicedo. Lofty ball into Gittins in the box, and Musa clears it from his touch. A healthy Reece improves our league, standing by at least 2 places. That's genuinely not even, like, that's not even exaggerating. He is so good when he's able to play. I think we're kind of over the injury thing for him now, which is good. So him playing in this more reserved kind of defensive role, I think is really good for him. We know how good his delivery and stuff is, but we don't particularly need that in the new system that we have with the creative players that we have. So him being reserved in the defensive role where he's, again, superb is pretty good for him. Corner for Chelsea has taken short. It's gone all the way back to Caicedo. It's gone out to the wide right where Reece James is. Good ball into the box from him, but it's swept up by Magnon. Great work from him. Here's Sailormakers. Tackled by Caicedo, who plays it up to Gittins. Good hold-off play from him. Palmer up to Joao Pedro. Fakes the shot. Oh, bit of a mix-up between him and Enzo in the end there. Here's Neto, though. Still got the ball. Dinked ball into Palmer. Enzo back to Tosin. Here's Chalobah. Space is all on the left-hand side at the moment. We need to get it over there. Enzo up to Reece James. Palmer. Enzo. Good little 1-2 with Joao Pedro to knock it to Cole Palmer, but the return pass is not great. Here's Musa. Ruben Loftus-Cheek up against Cucurella. He's done really, really well to hold him off there. And wins the foul off of the Spaniard. Ruben's been good when he's been able to get the ball. Where to watch live? It's live on DAZN, which you can go to here. At least in the UK, that is. Joao Pedro dragged back by Richie in the centre. Will be another free kick. A little bit further out than the other two as we come up to 35 minutes. Yeah, good turn from Joao Pedro, actually. Wonderful work. He's so good at doing that. His interplay is actually like one of his most best attributes, which is crazy considering how many goals he's scoring for us already. Our scouts have played an absolute blinder once again. Here's Caicedo. Trevor Chalobah. Gittins on the left-hand side. Up against Musa once again. Chalobah to Caicedo. Dinked ball over the back to Neto. He can't quite control it. Little bit of a heavy pass there from Caicedo. Will be a Milan goal kick. Manuel. Here's Richie. Up to Musa. Good ball in for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Up against Cuckoo once again. Back to Musa. Big roar from the crowd has just gone out because Luka Modric has began to warm up. That's funny. Here's Tomori, rather. Sailormakers. Rafael Leao, who's dropped deep. He's got no one ahead of him because he's the only man up there. Does get it out to the number 24. Here's Musa on the right side. Sublici again. Back out to Musa. Ruben Loftus-Cheek tries to turn in the middle. Again, because they were a man down, they don't really have the kind of extra body to up top to kind of help those two, Leao and Loftus-Cheek. Switch ball from the number 24 out to Sailormakers. Good header from him up to Fofana. In for Rafael Leao again, and it's been cleared by Caicedo. Oh my goodness. A lurking FC Zurich fan here. You guys are looking superb so far. I see Chelsea and Liverpool are going toe to toe this season. Thank you. That is from that is the 5 Swiss francs, I believe. Thank you for that. I appreciate that's I'm gonna butcher your name, I apologize. Visual Menes Balsas. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. A little bit of a heavy pass for Pedro Neto. We'll give you a little one of these. Sailormakers up against Reece James once again. And once again, he cannot get past him. Have they given a corner? I think they might have given a corner. Yeah, corner for Milan. It's their first one as well. You'd imagine that Ruben Loftus-Cheek is one of the targets here. They have gone short, though. Ball into the box eventually, to the back post, where Fofana is. Goes over everyone, and it's cleared by Reece James. Now, to their credit, Milan are not really laying down and dying, despite the red card and the scoreline. Here's Musa. All the way back to Mike Manuel. Fofana. Long ball into the centre will find its way to Rafael Leao. Good ball from Fofana up for Sailormakers on the left side. First time ball from him is cleared by Tosin pretty easily. Here's Fofana again. 1-2 with Rafael Leao. It's a great bit of awareness from Tosin to... There's a great bit of awareness from Tosin to stop the little flick ball in, but Cucurella has given away a foul on the edge of the box, supposedly. What actually happened here? I think, is it a push? I don't see what's happened. Oh, it's actually Trevor who's given it away, supposedly. Again, I'm not really sure what for. Good opportunity here for Milan. It's about, what, 22 yards out? Perfect. It's over to the left-hand side as well. Perfect kind of range for someone to get a strike on goal. It's Sailormakers who are standing over it. Why is there colour on the stream? Because I have cards that I want to show the colour of. Pedro Neto is being the draft excluder at the moment. So most of the stuff on the channel will still be black and white for the watch-alongs. I'm keeping them a bit more, you know, colourful. Sailormakers to take. Slams it straight into the wall, and it genuinely didn't get a foot off the floor. Did not even get anywhere off the floor. 24 plays it in for Rafael Leao. It's a great ball, but it's going to be ruled out for offside. Good play, though. Good line from Chelsea to catch them all offside. Let's see how far offside they all are, because there's about 5 players that are offside here. Yeah, absolutely all of them are offside. It's a good finish, but Sanchez keeps his clean sheet for now. Here's Pedro Neto. Wins the throw on the left side, or the right side rather. Tosin to Cucurella, who's inverted into the middle once again. Gittins on the left side. Up against Musa once again. Can he be a bit more successful here? Goes inside. Goes outside. Gets past him. They can't stop him. It's left-footed ball in. It's blocked by the number 80, and it will go out for a Chelsea corner. Do you know if Palmer has made an assist? I don't think so. The first goal was an own goal, so no assists, and the second goal was assisted by Pedro Neto. I missed the mandatory why is there no colour every 5 seconds in chat. Honestly, that though it might seem that way, that wasn't actually one of the factors that made me change it. As I said, for the majority of the content on the channel, it's going to stay that way. But for watch-alongs and stuff, I just feel like it works better when I can do my cards and stuff. Pedro Neto to whip the ball into the box, and Magnon will claim it very, very well. Under pressure as well. He's launched it out long as well. Here's Rafael Leao running in behind. Up against Cucurella and Caicedo. He plays the ball into the near post, and Sanchez will save it. didn't really have anyone else up with him, so the shot was the only option there, really, for him. You would hope that Sanchez would hold on to that, honestly, but save is a save. Another corner for AC Milan, who have grown into this game since the water break, I will say. They've taken it short. Now it goes into the back post, and Sanchez will get a hand to the ball to stop the number 23 from getting the header. It was Tamori at the back post. It's not the tallest Tamori. Does have a good vertical leap, though. Yeah, it's been a good battle on that left-hand side between Gittins and Musa all game, to be fair. Short corner goes to Makers on the edge of the box. Puts it onto his left foot, takes a strike. It's blocked. And then the subsequent pass forward is offside. Camera's focusing on Esteval on the bench. Rightly so. Hopefully he gets to play next half. Here's Cole Palmer, who's dropped deep. Cucurella. Moises Caicedo. Switches it out to the left side for Gittins once again. He has no support with him, so he's doubled up on here. 1v2. Oh, he nearly gets it past Musa. It's good work from him again to stop him from getting through. And here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek trying to power his way through. Does well. Makers. He fakes the shot for a strike, and he completely sells. I think it's Tosin there who sells, but he puts it onto his left and blazes it over the bar. I said he's been their best player by an absolute mile. Fantastic little fake shot to fool the defender, but the shot after it is too central and too high. Here's Cucurella. Caicedo to James. Back to the Ecuadorian. Cucurella will get it out to Gittins once again. He's made the overlap, the left back. He's opted to go to Palmer instead. Space out on the right side for Pedro Neto. Ball will go out to Enzo on the right side instead. Looking for a long ball. Does not go for it. Here's Neto. 1v1 versus Makers. Plays the ball inside. It will go straight to Caicedo. The crowd wants him to shoot. He's not giving them that luxury. Here's Gittins again on the left-hand side, up against Musa once more. Puts the ball into the back post. It's a good ball in. There's Neto. Fantastic save from Manyang. It goes back to him, though. Cucurella! And it's blocked again. Cucurella wins it again. Here's Palmer. Takes a right-footed strike. Off of Tamori. And it's cleared. Whew. That's the last action of the half. That's fantastic. That's a fantastic save from Manyang, you know. Should have been a guaranteed goal for Pedro Neto. And that is the halftime whistle. That bloke you love got sent off and Milan have leveled up. Absolutely. I said, the Jinx is undefeated. Just going to edit all of my stuff for the second half. There we go. Yeah, very good half from Chelsea. 2-0 up in about 20 minutes. One from an own goal, from a good cross from, I think it was Gittins that blazed it across. And then the second being a very good headed goal from Joao Pedro from a little dinked ball by Pedro Neto. Which is very, very good. I am going to quickly go to the Be Right Back screen whilst we're at halftime. I'll be just a moment. So I can, get another drink. I will be back. Right, I've just gone back and realised that my thing updated wrong. For some reason it says it's 3-0 rather than 2. Boom. Does not matter though, because we'll be moving into the other screen in a second here. Boom. There we go, I am back. Whoosh, whoosh. They are showing championship highlights, I think. The only championship stuff that I saw from yesterday was Wrexham lost in like the 96th minute to Southampton, I believe, and Millwall beat Norwich, which as they're my local team, Norwich. Good start, we'd say. Would you think? Who do you think needs to come on? Not like we need anyone since Milan are down to 10. Yeah, but we need to freshen up the legs and stuff before Palace. I would like to see Hato come on. I'd like to see. I'd like to see Reggie Walsh come off the bench. I think again, I like to see the youngsters play, and I don't think we really need to have. We don't really need to have our full strength 11 in the middle anymore. Obviously, Delap coming off the bench would be nice. I want to see Esteval, obviously, whenever chance I can get. Apart from that, who else? Who else is on the bench that I would like to see? Possibly Antwi coming on again, I think would be nice. I'm missing someone. Oh, Santos, obviously. Santos is... I would like to see Santos come off the bench again. But I don't think he will because Enzo played... Enzo didn't play last game, so I feel like he might get a full 90 here. Esteban Walsh, come on, that would be good. Yeah. Maybe Hato. I think Hato will come off. Will come on, rather. He'll probably come on for Chalabar. At some point. I don't think we'll make any changes at half time, maybe. Might just be like, 30 minutes at the end of the game or something. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. See what Twitter is saying. Real quick. See if there's any more transfer news as well. One of my mutuals on Twitter is a Romanian, and of course the player that has gotten an own goal and got himself sent off is a Romanian player. He's not very happy. If you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, by the way. I think it's other side, up here. So this is where I tweet about my stuff. I'm a lot more kind of, what's the word? A lot more unhinged, I would say, on there. Because I don't have to be as, presentery and kind of filtered in a way. So if you want to see me tweets, then it's gone now, but it was there. It'll come up again at some point. I'm trying to see if there's any updates on the Nkunku Xavi Simons thing. Yes, I noticed Nat on there. There's a few of you guys that are in chat quite often that I see on my Twitter, which is nice. Like I reluctantly, because I didn't want to do it, but I kind of have to because of branding and things. I did get the premium for Twitter just so it makes it a little bit more official, but yeah. So you can tell it's me now because I have that. Again, I kind of reluctantly did it, but it was on sale, so I was like, why not? Threads is better. Yeah, I the thing is, right, with Twitter, it's very much you can control your own destiny in a way. Just don't follow anyone that's horrible and just use the following tab. That's what I usually do. Using the For You tab is just horrible. Just no point. No point using it. There are some players warming up on the pitch at the moment. I'm trying to see who they are. I think they're all Milan players, actually. Are they Milan players? No, they're wearing blue shorts. Who are they for us? I want to see if there's anyone doing any particular rigorous training drills. There's a lot of them that have got their bibs still on, so I'm assuming they won't be coming on anytime soon. There's a few that have got bibs off. There's 5 players that got bibs off. They are... Oh, they're so far away, I can't tell. Looks like Ty, Santos, Hato. Who's that? Delap as well, and then... I can't tell who the other player is. Oh, it might be Estival, actually. Yeah, it's Estival. I just he turned to the side, I could see his high top. So Estival, yeah, Estival, Delap, Santos, and Hato, I think, are doing a rondo at the moment. And then there is someone else who's doing drills on his own with the other bench players. Yeah, it's too far away, I can't see. I am blind, and I do not have my glasses on. I'm actually due for another eye test at some point. I'm getting worse. My eyesight, I'm going up. You guys always call me uncle. I'm getting really old. I feel old. I'm capitulating. Falling apart. Quite like AC Milan did in that first half, let's say. Just falling apart, and it's their own doing. There's someone. Oh, there is someone else doing individual work on their own on the right side too. I think it's Malagusto doing some individual work. With one of the trainers. There will be some substitutions for Milan. Luka Modric is stripped and ready to go by the looks of things. Mo is older than all of the Chelsea players. I still don't know if that's true. I think Tosin might be older than me, although I will have to check. When does wait? When is oh no? Please don't say I'm older than Tosin. When was he born? Yeah, he's older than me. He was born September 1997. So he's older than me by like 3 months. What do you think we still need another centre back? Absolutely not. I don't think so. Unless we are trying to upgrade massively and get Bastoni, I don't see there us being much point. Just trust the players that we've got. We've got 2 young, promising centre backs in Anselmino and Josh, and I feel like those 2 can play perfectly capably whilst Levi's out. Also, we'll be getting Badia Shield back at some point soon as well. Also, I should mention, by the way, if you haven't joined the FPL League, we have an FPL League that is run out of the community Discord. If you want to join the Discord, the link should be in the description. I will check that just in case it's not, because it could very well not be. Let me check. I don't actually know. Where is the description? Yeah, it's in there. The Discord is in there on the socials bit at the bottom. So if you want to join the FPL, just join the Discord and then go to the FPL tab and you can find that out. We do prizes and stuff. Hopefully, if we get enough people in there, I'm going to be doing some prize pools and stuff. Even if we get Bastoni, that'll make a Champon one leave. Yeah. That's the issue. I feel like he is such a we've made a habit recently in the last couple of years of just like letting good talents go. And though we've kind of still got off well with it, I would like to see that not happen as much. I think we've slowly stopped doing that. So I thought you were 28. No, I'm 27. I'm 28 in January. My birthday's in January. It will be Milan to kick off now, and I nearly forgot the timer. Oh god, I did forget the timer. No. Oh no. Wait, where is... Oh, here. I will have to do this. Hopefully this works. Yeah, okay, there we go. Neto's struggling this match. I don't think he's struggling that much. I mean, he's got an assist. I think he's just, it's more so like they've been playing really, really defensively, and like that's just the kind of way it goes. I think that Gittins has been dueling quite well on the other side as well. João Pedro has dropped deep to get the ball. Here's Enzo. No halftime substitutions. No, it doesn't look like it. I think there has been one for Milan though, because Modric has come on. He's in the middle, the number 14. Which is just wild to see Modric at Milan. That's cool though. Here's Pedro Neto. Takes it round the outside of his man. Puts the ball into the front post and no one is there. Cleared quite comfortably by Tomori, and Sailormakers has touched the ball off the pitch for another throw. Here's Reece James. Chalobah to Cole Palmer, who's on the left at the moment. James up to Neto. Takes his man inside this time. Gets it to João Pedro. Out to Enzo. Whipped ball to the back post where Gittins is waiting, and Musa has to shepherd it out for a corner. Couldn't risk leaving that for the Englishman. We'll probably see Esteval, Hato, Asugo come on by 60 minutes, yeah. It's Neto to take the corner. It's going to be an outswinger from the left-hand side. Signal goes up. Signal goes down. Ball comes in. Lofty one to the front post. It's quite poor of a ball, honestly, and Fofana clears that pretty comfortably. Here's Sailormakers. Rafael Leao is steaming through the middle, but they've gone to the other side. Here's Luka Modric. Takes a strike, and it's a very tame one. Sanchez will claim that pretty comfortably, and he's going to get us underway quickly as Palmer. João Pedro. We've slowed it down now, but Palmer's going to go forward again. Here's Gittins. On the touchline. We don't particularly seem that, what's the word? That inclined to get more goals here. We're just kind of, you know, ticking it over when we can. No reason to push it too much. Here's Neto. Back to Reece James. Enzo does well to hold off his man. Here's Tosin. Chalobah to Gittins. Up against Musa once again. Takes it around the outside, and Musa's done really well to hold him off. You know what? That battle has been really, really good, and I think Musa has actually got the better of Gittins on more occasions than not. I'd like to see Gittins try and go inside a bit more. He's been trying to take it around the outside the entire time. Will be a goal kick for Milan. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Sweeps the ball out to the left-hand side for Sailormakers. And James deals with him as he so often has in this game. He's completely and utterly just dumps him onto the floor. Throw in for Milan, though. Here's Tomori. Ball from Sailormakers through the middle to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Evades the press of Gittins to get it out to Musa. Up against Cucurella here. He's going to play it against Cucurella. It's going to double ricochet off of Musa and go out for a goal kick. Good work from the Spaniard. Here's Enzo. João Pedro has dropped deep into midfield here to kind of see if he can get on the ball, but they're not getting it to him. It's Reece James now. Now the ball will come into him. He spins his man, Luka Modric, brilliantly. Here's Enzo. Caicedo. tries to play the ball over to the left-hand side. He's fouled, but the referee was playing advantage as it's fallen for Palmer. He tries to play it into the box, and it's ricocheted out for a Chelsea throw. Here's Tosin in the centre. Centre-backs are much higher up the pitch now. Here's Neto on the right side, up against Sailormakers. Gets past him. Here's James. Over to Chalabar on the left side. Kukurea, who's still in the middle here. Cole Palmer. Pedro back to him, and back to Pedro. Palmer's made the run. Plays it out to Gittins on the left side. Ball in from Gittins is a good one. Oh, it's a great defending from Tomori there. If he doesn't get there, Enzo's got his typical box crashing style. The ball's gone flashed across the box from Reece James, and it's not reached the Chelsea shirt. They're going to try and clear it here, but it's just going to fall back to the captain. Gets out to Pedro Neto. Neto will put the ball into the back post. It's Gittins! Oh, it's very close. Just can't get the header right, and it's gone all the way through the box and out for a goal kick. You know what? Pedro Neto's delivery today has been really, really good. When he cuts onto his left and plays that deep ball to the back post, that's where he's kind of dangerous. To tell you, Musa has been really, really good too. Reece James is coming off the pitch, I think. No? Oh, I thought he was coming off. I think he's just had some kind of talking to by the referee because of some altercation with Sailormakers. It looked like he was saying goodbye and going off the pitch. Apparently not. Ooh, bad challenge from Chalabar, and he's gone down. He's gone down, and it wasn't from contact. I think he's twisted his ankle or something. This could be bad. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. He's rolled his ankle. He's rolled his left ankle. I don't think it's going to be a bad injury. It doesn't look like it will be a bad one. But it's going to hurt. I wouldn't risk anything, though. I'd probably take him off. He does look in a lot of discomfort here. This could be much worse than I first thought. There's a few players that are warming up on the sidelines now. Josh Achimpong is one of them, and the cameras are focusing on him. They will be getting back underway, though, despite the injury. So it's 10 versus 10 at the moment. Here's Sailormakers. Out to Musa. Ruben Loftus-Cheek up against Caicedo. Here's Modric. Tomori plays the ball inside for Rafael Leao. Good little bit of interplay for him, and Tosin excellently wins the ball off him whilst he's running through on goal. They've still got the ball here, though. It's Sailormakers on the left side. Up against Reece James once again. It's got Joao Pedro for company as well. Here's Modric once again. Tries to play it forward, but who's there? Caicedo. Chalabar is back on his feet now. Which is good. At least he's walking. Here's Modric again. Into Fofana. Great turn. Good little 1-2 with Rafael Leao. It's a fantastic bit of play, but oh my goodness, Reece James, you are a hero. They had an open goal and he's got back, and we're playing it on the counter here. Here comes Palmer. He's got Gittins with him. He goes to Gittins. Oh, he tries to take the strike first time and it's blazed over the bar. What on earth has just occurred? I can't believe they had an open goal. Like an open goal. Sanchez had already dived. There was an open goal, and somehow they haven't put it in the net. Excellent work from Reece James once again. Oh, I think Gittins' strike is actually blocked by Musa here. Oh, it's actually, you know what it is? It's Fofana and I think Sailormakers are actually getting in each other's way there, so they didn't really get the strike off. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Game started to heat up a little bit here. Rafael Leao on the left side. 1-2 with Sailormakers, and a 1-2-1 back to Sailormakers, but he is offside. Reece has been absolutely mental today. Chalabar has made his way all the way around the outside of the pitch, so I think he's going to be coming off. Doesn't look like he's actually injured. I think it's more of a precaution, but he is coming off, and coming on is Josh Achimpong, I imagine. Yeah, Josh has come on. He's walking on it perfectly fine, Chalabar, so I don't think it's anything too serious. I think it's more of a precaution. So on comes the youngster. Here's Reece James. Cucurella in the middle. And it is just like for like, so he's just going to go and play on that left-hand side. Here's Pedro Neto on the right side. He's got acres of space. He's not being closed down yet. Back to James. Ice that thing down and get better. Absolutely. Get the magic spray on there. Here's Palmer. First touch for Achimpong. Plays it across the box, or across the pitch rather, to James. Here is the 18-year-old again. Good ball in for Gittins. Up against Musa and Loftus-Cheek. He has not had too much success on that side when they've doubled up on him like that. Here's Reece James. Forward for Enzo. Little flick from Joao Pedro. Goes to Marc Cucurella. Gets it to Enzo Fernandez, who takes a strike. Oh, it's a fantastic save from Mike Manuel. It's a deflection that nearly takes it underneath him, but he's claimed it the second time. It's a good strike from Enzo. Oh, does it deflect? It looked like it did. Yeah, it does. It does. It nearly creeps underneath the goalkeeper and spins in, but the spin of the ball helped. Here's Sailormakers. Luka Modric. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Just to put into perspective how massive Josh Achimpong is, by the way, he is towering above Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and he's 6'3", so Josh is massive at 18. Magnon. Ball goes forward for Loftus-Cheek, who's running in behind, up against Josh Achimpong. First test for him. Cobham versus Cobham. Loftus-Cheek has done really well to get the ball across, but who's there? Reece James. He plays it back to Sanchez, who chests it and then just smashes it out. Great work to get it out. Here's Enzo Fernandez. The ball has ricocheted for Joao Pedro. Hospital pass from him to Pedro Neto, and Sailormakers will run down the left side. Game's really heated up. It's back and forth now. Here's Fofana. Modric. Loftus-Cheek again. Back to the Croatian. Tomori. Good closing down by Gittins, forces the pass to go out wide to Musa. Wants the 1-2 from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It doesn't come though. Long ball down the left-hand side for Sailormakers, and James, once again, is there to intervene him from getting the ball. And there will be 3 substitutions coming on now. It looks like Delap, Malagusto, and Andre Santos. Delap obviously coming on for Joao Pedro. He's done very well today. Good link-up play. Well taken goal. It's 5-5 for the Brazilian now. And speaking of Brazilians, there are 2 more coming on. Actually, Estevao is also on the sideline. Good to see him finally. Andre Santos has come on for Enzo Fernandez. And I would imagine that Gusto is coming on for Reece James. Yeah. James off, Gusto on. Captain's armband will probably go to Moises Caicedo, I'd imagine. Cole Palmer has come off. So it might be Estevao going into the 10 here. So Reece, Palmer, Enzo, and Joao Pedro coming off, and Delap, Estival, Gusto, and Andre Santos, who are coming on. Immediate first action from Delap is to put pressure on the centre back, and this is the thing. I think that Delap is going to work so much better as a bench player than he would as a starting player, just because he brings so much energy off the bench. Here we go, high press on Mike Maignan, forces him to Cruyff turn. Very classy from the Frenchman. Here's Sailormakers, back to Mike Maignan. His pass out to Musa is a good one. First time to Fofana. Here's Modric. Escapes the pressure excellently well, but Estival has got back at him. Will win a throw, though. Yeah, so Estival in the middle now. Gittins on the left, Pedro on the right. Liam Delap down the centre. Andre Santos is going to be playing in Enzo's position. Oh, he has just committed a little bit of a nasty one on Sailormakers. Free kick to Milan. Taken quickly. And unfortunately, they've tried to play it through. There's no foul on the striker here. We're running through with Pedro Neto. There's loads of people on the back post. It goes to the back post. Here's Jamie Gittins. Slashes it, and it's just over the bar. Leaned back a little bit too much there. Needed to get his foot and body over the ball. Oh, it's very close. Does it take a deflection here off the number 24? No. Just over. He just leans back a little bit too much. He's trying to whip it into that far corner, and he's not got his body over the ball enough. Long ball for Rafael Leao. Here he is on the left-hand side once again. There's no one in the middle to help him. He's surrounded by 4 players, and he somehow gets out of it, but Andre Santos has won the ball back. His Delap drops deep to facilitate play, like I want to see him do. Estival. Back to Caicedo. Here's Santos again. Up to Pedro Neto. Up against the number 33 again. Onto his left foot. You know that dinked little ball is good. Here's Gusto. Across the pitch to Josh Achimpong. Back to Caicedo, all the way out to Neto on the right side once again. A little bit of a heavy touch from him, but he's been absolutely manhandled by his man. The referee has given the foul the other way, though. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Yeah, it's a trip from Pedro. He knows what he's doing there. His manual. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Number 24 will play it back to the Englishman. Across the box for Tomori. Left-footed pass inside. It's collected by Sailormakers. Back to Tomori. Yeah, I don't think Esteval's going to get too involved here because he is playing in that central role where, like, we saw him. He's much more effective on the right side. Saying that though, here is Jamie Gittins, gets it to Esteval and it's cleared. The high press from Chelsea working wonders once again. Here's Pedro Liam Delap rather on the left hand side. It's a great ball across, and it's a foul on Esteval in the box, and he's given a penalty. And who's going to be taking this? Because Palmer's not on the pitch. Will it be Esteval taking the penalty? He's gone to get the ball. I don't think no one else on the. There's no Enzo on the pitch either. Delap obviously takes penalties, but I don't know if he's going to be taking it. Who's got seniority here? I imagine it will be Esteval because he takes our set pieces. No VAR in operation, of course, so they're not going to overturn this. It is a foul by Musa, who has been really, really good all game, but he has given away a penalty. Again, more mistakes from Milan. costing them here. It's Delap who's going to be taking the penalty. Or at least he's the one who's holding the ball at the moment on the spot. He could obviously give it away to someone after a while to, if he wants to, but I don't think he will be. I think it will be Delap to take it, which I'm actually okay with. I want Delap be able to get some goals, get some confidence. Mike Magnon has just been shown a yellow card for delaying the penalty, I think. Gonna get ready with the scoreline here just in case. Not an easy goalkeeper to get past from the penalty spot in Mike Magnon, though. Very lengthy man. Put it hard and low is what I would suggest. We know Delap is going to hit it hard regardless. He always does. Liam Delap up against Mike Magnon. Whistle blows. It's Delap, and it is hard and low into the bottom corner, and it's a goal for Liam Delap. And another goal for Chelsea. 3-0, as my prediction is currently correct. It's a really good pen. It's exactly where I would put it. It's hard and low, but not in the corner. So if the goalkeeper dives to the bottom corner, he doesn't get it. He is a very lengthy man. It's a phenomenal pen, actually. No, genuinely. It's bottom back corner. Absolutely no chance for the goalie. Hopefully that'll give him some confidence now, Delap, and he might be a bit more energised with that adrenaline running through him, and he can get another goal from open play. Here he is, pressuring the goalkeeper once again. Chelsea with a high press. Gittins is up there as well. Josh Achimpong is one of the players up there. Cucurella battling against Ruben Loftus-Cheek and puts a little bit of a nudge in the back, and he tumbles to the floor for a foul. So it's not like he hasn't got a lot of time to work with here. He's got 23 minutes to try and get another one to lap, so. Here's Magnon. Oh, nearly passes it straight at Delap there. Tomori through the centre. Luka Modric does so well under pressure, as always. Sailormakers across the pitch. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek up against Josh Achimpong. Here's Musa on the right-hand side. Really good transitional play from Milan here. Into the box. Goes wide to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Back to the American. Musa's been forced all the way back to his own centre-backs, and here is Tomori. Out to the left-hand side for the number 33. Musa again, who is deep at the moment. He's playing in midfield. He's just gone straight past Estival. Good little ball in for the number 33. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who takes a strike, and it's blocked excellently by Josh Achimpong. Puts his body on the line. Tomori to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Luka Modric. His Sailormakers on the left-hand side. Up against Pedro Neto. Does well to get it past him. It's a good shot and a great goal from Fofana. One back for Milan. And it's very good play. You can't say anything else. It's just really good play. I think Neto gets a bit caught out of position there. I think it's an assist for Sailormakers, and he deserves it, to be fair. He's been so good for them all game. I'm not really sure whose fault that is. I think it's a mixture of Santos, Neto, and Gusto not really blocking the passing lane, but it's a really good ball in behind from from Sailormakers, and a left-footed shot at the near post. First time is enough to beat Sanchez. And with that will be another water break. Was Yusuf Fofana, formerly of Monaco, I believe. And there will be another substitution here. I'm not sure for which team. Although Cucurella has just gone to sit on the bench, so I'm assuming it's Hato coming on for Cucurella. Asugo is also on the bench. Reggie Walsh is also on the sidelines, ready to come on. Let's go. A 16-year-old. I think he might be 17 now. I'm not sure. Yeah, Hato, Walsh, and Asugo are the next three changes. They'll obviously be coming on for Caicedo, Cucurella, and I'm not actually sure who. I assume maybe Neto, because Esteval will go out to the right hand side. George is on the sideline as well. What's going on? It's like 7 substitutions coming on. What's going? Seems like Gittins will be getting a full 90, which is nice. Some instructions being said to Andres to Esteval. Pardon. I think that's more positional than anything. I think he's going to be tasked with being on the right hand side now. Work experience FC. Good to see Reggie Walsh again. He was very good in the last 2 times we've seen him play. So Tyreek George has come on. There's just been so many changes, I can't even tell who's come off. Hato is definitely coming on. Walsh has definitely come on. Dutu has come in for the back line for Milan as well, who I thought would start but didn't. Yeah, Esteval's gone out to the right hand side here, so Walsh will be playing in the kind of advanced 10 role here. He's the one who's going to be taking the kickoff. Santos and Asugo are the deeper midfielders. Delap up top. So Gittins has come off as well, I think. Because Tyreek George has gone out to the left-hand side, it seems. First touch for Reggie Walsh. It's Tosin to Josh Achimpong. Also, Hato has obviously come into the left side. Here's Esteval on the right-hand side. First involvement for him is to be tackled. Here's Gusto. Going to be taking the throw. Dario Asugo. Tosin and Darabioyo in the centre. Will play it up to Reggie Walsh on the left side. Good work from him. He's pretty quick, to be fair. Fortunate ball from, I think that was George, goes astray. Here's Tomori. Long ball from him. Intercepted brilliantly by Dario Asugo. The ball will fall to Esteval. He takes a strike. It's a really good effort, and it's saved by Mike Magnon. His ball striking is nuts, by the way. That's a rocket. He's got absolute power in those legs. It's a really good save from Mike Magnon. It's a little bit central, the shot. Comes inside from the right-hand side, but good save nonetheless. It will be Esteval to take the corner. Yeah, Walsh really reminds me of a little bit more of an advanced... by that, I don't mean like he's better. I mean like he's more advanced up the pitch version of Billy Gilmore when he was playing for us. Esteval will whip the ball into the front post. It's a really good little ball in, but unfortunately... they're able to clear it. Sailormakers has given the ball away to Esteval here on the touchline, and he wins another corner. What? Oh, they've called it a goal kick. That is absolutely atrocious. Horror decision from the ref. Mutu will knock it forward. And it's easily swept up by Dario Asugo. Here's Josh Achimpong. Malo Gusto. Estevao again. Good little inside ball for Gusto. Here's Tosin. Josh Achimpong. Reggie Walsh. Long ball from Achimpong is... Ooh, I think he's tried to catch Magnon out there. He's off his line. He's gone for a ball forward. I'm not sure if that was an attempt on goal or a pass, to be fair. I think it might have been a pass aimed for Santos. Doesn't reach him. It's Dutu. Good work from him to get the ball central, but it's gone to Rafael Leal. There's no foul on Dario Sugo there, and he will be able to keep the ball going here. Here's Sailormakers. Over the top. Gusto should clean this up pretty comfortably, and does. Good work from the Frenchman. Goal kick is taken quickly. Here's Yoral Hato, who's playing in that inverted role. Here's Asugo. Gusto to Tosin. Reggie Walsh. Over the other side for Malo Gusto now. Good pass through the lines by Tosin for Reggie Walsh. He's been tackled by Fofana. He's won the ball back, though, for Liam Delap, and the ref has given a foul. Good tackle from Asugo in the middle. Gets it to Tyreek George. Beats one. Can't get the ball forward to Delap, though. His touch was a little bit loose. Goes out for a throw, and it's now to Dario Asugo. Hato again. Asugo again. Gittins on the left-hand side. It's got support outside from Reggie Walsh. He plays the ball to the back post, and it's going to reach Estevao on the back post, but it's a bit too high for him, and the subsequent effort is wayward. I think it was off the pitch by the time he headed it anyway, to be fair. A little bit of a hospital pass from Gittins. Goal kick for Milan. Magnon. Luka Modric loses the ball to Andre Santos. Here's Reggie Walsh going forward. Gets the ball out to Jamie Gittins. Or Tyreek George, rather. I just realised that ball before wasn't Gittins, that was George. I apologise. And George was supposedly offside from that ball forward from Reggie Walsh. It didn't seem that way, though. Here's Tamori. Mike Magnon. Also, the zone, I don't know if you guys are getting this as well, but the zone stream is absolutely having a mare. It keeps freezing every 2 seconds. Left-footed ball from Mike Magnon makes it all the way to the left-hand side. Here's Loftus-Cheek. Good little flick around the corner from Fofana to Loftus-Cheek once again. Achimpong has done well to get the ball off of him, though. Here's Reggie Walsh. Good work from him. Tyreek George. He's got 3 players around him. He's still trying to keep on the ball. He does well enough to keep it in, and he has not kept it in fact. Why does George have tape on his ears? That will be because he has unremovable piercings. As a person has piercings themselves, I know that. But yeah, basically when you have piercings that are like ones that you can't take out, because obviously they'd seal up or what have you, then obviously you're not allowed to wear jewelry in football games, so they have to cover them up with tape or bandages or what have you. So I'm assuming that's what that is. Here's Luka Modric. Under pressure from Santos, gets it across to Dutu. Under pressure, gets it to Loftus-Cheek. Good work from both of those two. Rafael Leao, good hold-up play. Here's Loftus-Cheek bursting down the right-hand side up against Josh Achimpong once again. He's done enough to hold him up, but still danger here. Rafael Leao gets the ball back to Dutu. Across the pitch to the number 33. Here's Sailormakers. Good ball in behind, and Tosin had switched off, but I think he probably got a shout from Sanchez to leave that. Good claim from the goalie. Here's Dario Asugo. Reggie Walsh. Asugo again. Walsh again. Back to Josh. Hato. Good work from Hato to continue on the ball. But he has been dispossessed eventually by Modric. Reggie Walsh has been fooled by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Sailormakers has slipped on the other side of the pitch and has given the ball away. Unfortunate for him. He's accidentally put his boot on the outside of the pitch and it's not as grippy as the actual turf. Here's Esteval on the right-hand side. Space to roam into. Takes him one way, takes him the other. He's got two players on him now. Takes it around the outside, blasts it across the box, and Andres Santos can't get a good connection on it. On his left foot. Just the two Brazilians linking up again. The commentator has just called him Estavio, which is rather annoying. How dare you misname Steve? Oh, pressure from Delap, and Mangyang has done well to get the ball out under that pressure. Here's Sailormakers running through. He's got Dario Asugo for company. Great work from him, but Malagusto will intercept his pass. Good covering from the right back to move over to the left side. The game has very much slowed down as the heat has kind of played a factor here. Here's Esteval once more. Will take on his man now. He's further up the pitch. Goes inside, goes outside. He's unable to take the ball on the inside, though, and it will go out to... the referee's given a foul there. I don't know if that is on Sailormakers, who came back to win the ball. Yeah, it's a little push. he looks very tired, I will say, the Belgian. And rightfully so, he's been up and down the pitch like a madman all game. Here's Magnon. Long ball from him into the middle. There's a push in the back of Dario Asugo from Rafael Leao, and he's cleared the ball, which should be a yellow card. Don't know if they're going to hand those out in friendlies, though. Two substitutions for Milan coming on. It's Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who is coming off, who's been very, very good today. He'll get a good reception from the Stamford Bridge crowd as well. Yeah, he does get a standing ovation. Claps from all sides of the stadium for him. Oh, yeah, here. Sorry, I just noticed. Sailormakers has also come off. Not actually sure who for, though. DAZN doesn't have the graphics that come up saying, oh, these are the substitutions that have been made, so it's really frustrating to try and figure out who's actually come off and who's come on. Sailormakers and Loftus-Cheek are off. Here's Esteval. Santos back to Esteval. 1-on-1 with his man. Can he take it past him? Goes to the outside and wins a corner. Apparently not. Does not win a corner, even though he's clearly kicked the ball off the pitch. Interesting. What's the standing on the yellow cards in friendlies? Well, it's just more so in friendlies they don't ever really give out, you know, yellow cards or red cards. Like, they kind of just let the game flow unless it's, like, really egregious. Like, for example, the red card that they got earlier in the game was a clear goal-scoring opportunity, so, like, they had to send him off. But for little ones like that, where it's like, it's just a little bit of dissent, I don't think they care that much. Tosin wins the ball. And another free kick has been given for something. I'm really not sure what. Good tackle from Santos, but Gusto's going to foul away beforehand. Only 4 minutes left to go. Would like to see us seal it up with another goal here, to be honest. Modric. It's Iletu who's come on. That's what that Iletu is who's come on for Ruben. Here's Asugo. Esteval. Oh. Hospital pass from Santos to Asugo, and he's given the ball away. Here's Tomori. Dutu. Back to Mike Magnon. Oh, he's given the ball away to Delap here. Too casual from the goalkeeper, but they have worked the ball out here. It's back to Reggie Walsh, though. Cuts it to Dario Asugo, who takes a strike, and it's tame along the floor for Magnon to collect. And now he's won the ball back here, Asugo. Great work from him. Andre Santos. Yoral Hato. Out to Tyreek George. He's going to take on his man. Dinks the ball in for Asugo, but it will not fall to him. The crowd chants shoot at Tosin Adarabioyo as he gets the ball on the halfway line. Having fun in the stadium now, it seems. Here's Gusto. Santos. Out to Esteval. Back to Gusto. Whips the ball to the back post. No one is there, though. Ty might be able to collect this, but no, it's unable to. Terracciano, the player covering on the back post. DAZN is free. It's free in the UK on DAZN. Yeah, the game's going to be over in literally a minute anyway. Good high press from Chelsea late on in the game. Tyreek George. Hato. Over to Gusto. It's Tosin Adarabioyo. Josh Achimpong. Back to Malagusto on the right side. Good pass from him into Andre Santos. Great first time ball, and it's a beautiful assist from Andre Santos and a beautiful goal to wrap it up from who else but Liam Delap. I said he would get one. Absolutely beautiful play from Chelsea. What a gorgeous little flick from Andre Santos. No chance for Magnon again. Absolutely no chance. I feel bad for the good keeper because he's literally had all 4 goals he's had, and there's no way you could stop any of them. All starts with Gusto, who plays a direct, disguised pass into Andre Santos. Lovely little flick from Santos around the corner to the lap. And it's an easy finish into the bottom left corner from him. Oh, it takes a deflection, to be fair. It does take a deflection, which makes it harder for the keeper. 2 goals for Delap today. Good work from him. It's good to see that healthy competition between our 2 strikers. And that will be the last action of the game as Milan kick off the ball and the referee blows the full-time whistle. Very, very good game for Chelsea. Good way to get the price down on Manga for the January window, to be fair. It's a third win in it's multiple wins in a row for Chelsea. But it's a third win in a row against a good European team. We've beaten the European champions. We've beaten Bayer Leverkusen, who went undefeated in one of their seasons recently. We've just beaten AC Milan, who admittedly aren't the same powerhouse as they used to be, but are still a big team. Good signs for Chelsea going into the Premier League. We've got Crystal Palace next, so really good way to get some momentum back, and especially with your striker scoring 2 goals. Excellent work. We're winning it all. We're getting the quadruple. I will be what's the word? I will be. I'm trying to think when the next video will be. Let me get some scheduling. Obviously, the game against Palace is on the 17th on the Sunday. I think we've got one of the. I've just typed in Sunday into Google. I'm so stupid. We've got one of the late day kickoffs. So yeah, so the Premier League starts on Friday. Obviously our game is on the 17th, so Premier League starts on the 15th, so the next video will probably be my Premier League predictions, and that will probably come out on the 14th. Probably come out on the 14th, which is in 4 days, and then of course on the day before the Sunday, so on Saturday, we'll do a preview, and then again, of course, on the Sunday we'll be doing another live watch along, and it will be at, let me see, 1:40 p.m. on the Sunday. Again, I'll put up the live stream early so you guys can like mark that on your notifications thing so you don't miss the stream. But yeah, good result for Chelsea. A really good performance as well. And unfortunately, we didn't get the clean sheet, but it's good enough. Getting 4 goals is nothing to sniff at ever. Let us move into the bingo card. I've got to do all of my Control-Zing again because I always forget to do this before. I go away from the screen. There we go. So let's move into this. Let's check off the bingo card. So, forgot the timer. I did forget the timer slightly in the second half, so I'll take that. Why is it not red? There you go. Boom. Did forget. Boom. Crusader player of the match? No. Clean sheet? No. Enzo goal/assist? No. Right? Yeah, no. Estival app we do get. Hato app we do get. Caicedo enemy number 1. Didn't notice this particularly. Sanchez wonder save. He did make a good. What was the save down to his left hand side he made against someone? I think was quite good. I'll take that. Mono changed his mind. I did change my mind on the challenge from Musa early in the game, so I'll take that. Unlikely goal scorer. Who scored today? João Pedro is very likely. It's an own goal, to be fair, so that counts as an unlikely goal scorer. Yawn's mid-sentence. I don't think I did. I'm actually quite, up there. Perfect Palmer. Arguable. I didn't really think the Palmer had the greatest game today, but then again, he didn't play the full game. So, rescue ball in full flow. Absolutely at times, especially for that last goal. I didn't swear at the ref. I think the ref was pretty good today. Why is it black and white? We're going to take this for the opposite as well. I'm going to change that at some point. Worldy. There wasn't really a worldie. The João Pedro header's nice. The little interplay for the last goal is nice, but I wouldn't say it's a worldie. That's not high enough standard. Reggie we get to see. Correct prediction we do not get because we get 4-1. The scoreline difference is the same. No goal for Jamie Gittins. No camera issues, I don't think. João Pedro goal, absolutely. Weird sub. I don't think there was any weird subs. Most of our subs were like for like today, so it's not really, there wasn't really weird subs. We get Delap bench goal. We get 2 of these actually, and then we get a win. For the free space, I'm going to give it for the red card, and unfortunately, we don't get a single bingo here, which is, it's like always there's one that's kind of not in the right spot. So unfortunately, we didn't get the Caicedo enemy number 1. If we did, we would. Yeah, Palmer's first free kick would have been a worldie if it went in. A second one would have been as well if that went in. But yeah, unfortunately we don't get a bingo today. But we can try and get that next time. As I said, next time will be next time we do a stream will be on the Sunday, 1:40 p.m. Again, I'll put the live stream up at some point before then, but the next video on the channel will be probably my Premier League predictions, and that'll come out on the Friday or Thursday. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out as ever. Let me move back into this. Thank you guys for hanging out as ever. It's been fun to see you guys, and I think genuinely, again, this has been another like record-breaking stream. We'll check that when we get to the end of it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate the super chat once again, the 5 Swiss francs. I do appreciate that. And again, see you next week. Yeah, see everyone next week. Hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. I'm gonna go and open my windows and get out of the sun because it is absolutely roasting. And I'll remember that this cancels immediately, so I won't do this. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out as ever. I appreciate it always. Keep the blue